What's wrong with me?
Hello. So, welcome to my Thursday, September the Ooh. So today, I'm going to talk about a few things. First off, I'm going to congratulate all you religious folk out there that managed to follow a doctrine, but your main goal is to help others and to be a good person, not to preach, not to bring people into your belief system, not to do anything but use it as a structure to be good. Good human being. Now, I just want to say that because I recently realized that a friend of mine, her family is all very, very religious, and they're all incredibly good people. They don't preach to people about their religions, they don't preach to people about their views. All they do is they do good things for people. They help the homeless, they help needy people. They're very, very nice. They share everything they have with others. You know, they're good people. They're not just worshipping a religion solely for the purpose of worshipping it and getting into some great place afterwards. And you know what, frankly, I think that if there is an afterlife, those people, the ones out there that are actually being really good people, are the ones that deserve to get the reward. Not the people out there that spend their entire life worshipping, preaching, and putting other people down. On a second note here, I wanted to talk about Canadian elections are coming up soon. I'm probably going to vote Liberal. I don't like to vote for Conservative because Stephen Harper is a dick, and I don't want to vote NDP because they waste money. Yeah. So I also wanted to talk about romance today. Love, actually, to be specific. Yeah. Well, I suppose they're one and the same. We'll see. We'll see. First off, what is love? I believe that love is a chemical addiction that occurs in the brain when one person realizes that they have a need to see another individual frequently. And they get joy out of seeing that other individual. I mean, I watched this really great broadcast from the TED conference, which I advise you all to check out. It's on YouTube. You can join the group. It's good. Channel. Join the channel. Join my channel, too. Hey. Hey. Anyways, so what is it? Like I said, it's like, I believe that it's an emotional / chemical or physical addiction that is devised from needing to be around a specific individual, and the best of scenarios when two individuals feel this way about each other. Where does it come from? Is there to begin with? Does it develop? Is it one of those things that you just know? I mean, I've never personally been in a situation where I immediately loved someone right from the get-go, and, you know, it stayed. Like, there are times when you meet someone right away and you're just like, oh my god, this person is perfect, this person is so perfect, I love them. But then after you get to know them, you're kind of like, yeah, they're okay. You know, I've had that before, but I've never had it so I was like, oh my god, I will change my life for you, based on this one instance. Or does it develop? Do you like someone and like them a little bit more, and then like them a little bit more, and then eventually you spend so much time around them that you can't really think of going on through a day without their presence? You know, familiarity, essentially. And furthermore, just to cap this all off, I think for the most part, love must be grown in, nurtured by, and enriched by trust. Trust is the garden that you grow love in. The more trust that you add to certain things, and the more trust that you add to love, the stronger the love can grow. As you know, as you see, I'm making this lovely tree metaphor. And it will grow into a big, strong oak tree. Now that oak tree is an oak tree. It's great. It's all great. Really, the fruit of the love tree, which is not an oak tree, is what makes it really worthwhile. And that in itself, folks, the juicy, succulent fruit of love is fear. Yep, it's fear. It's the fear of losing that individual. It's the fear of hurting that individual. It's the fear of not being able to see that individual again. That, right there, folks, is what makes love worth going through, worth suffering. It's the fear. Without the fear, it's just another positive, meaningless social connection where you really like someone and like to be around them. But I think it's that fear that is really the spice of love, essentially. It makes you want to keep going back for more. I've been having some crazy dreams lately. I told you about the last one with the party. And now I'm having dreams about going insane. First one I had was a while ago. I was outside of a friend's house that doesn't actually exist. It was a strange tower house. We're hanging out in the house, and then all of a sudden it started getting... You know when the clouds have light streaming through them, and you'll see like spots of light on the ground, and then other spots will be dark? That's what it looked like, but to a more extreme version. So it was like essentially night and day at certain places. And this strange geometric object started floating down from the sky, and we knew that someone needed to solve it, or the Earth would, essentially, it would be the end of the world. Now, it was kind of like some sort of strange, crazy, fourth-dimensional Rubik's Cube, and there was only one person with us that had the intuition to properly solve it, so he had to solve it. And eventually, as he collapsed more of it and turned more of it and twisted certain other bits of it, it collapsed itself into this 3-ring binder book with 3 pages in it that were all laminated. And because of how complex and intuitively he had to solve this thing, he basically went insane at that point and couldn't finish it. So the world broke and everybody started going insane and seeing things that weren't there. It got really scary at some point. There were a lot of totally crazy people running around. So the next dream, I had the same dream premise in different ways where A, my friends really hated me, and they didn't want to talk to me so much. B, there was a really big event going on that I would love to go to but couldn't get there. And C, me almost getting hit by a car. Like an incarnation of these events. So, I'd have these weird blackouts in the dream where I black out, wake up, be surrounded by all these dead people, and I'd have to get in the nearest car and somehow drive to New York. And when I got to New York, I'd go to this little apartment building where there would be this one apartment room that had 3 wise men in it, one on a computer, one in a kitchen, and one going in and out of the bathroom. And then there'd be another room next door to them that was small and unclean and full of all these like bohemian hippie kids. But they were all my friends, so they would let me stay there and hide, essentially. And any of the injuries that I had would be nursed back by one of the people that lived in the little apartment's girlfriend, who actually lived across the hall in this really nice big apartment with her friend, her roommate. I could never stay in that house because they would get in trouble, and her roommate didn't want me in there, basically, because I was, in my dream, a murderer. So, it's kept repetitively happening, and it was really scary. I've been having a lot of dreams about people going insane. I wonder what that means. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? And on a lighter note, tonight, I'm going to go hang out with some of my friends like I usually do at the local pub. This is so going to lead to a YouTube intervention. Anyways, so, yeah, it's September the 11th. Doctor Who. Watch your Doctor Who. Watch new Doctor Who or old Doctor Who. Because Alex says so.
I'm going crazy now. No more gas in the red. Can't even get it started. Nothing heard, nothing said. Can't even speak about it. I'm alive, I'm my head. Don't wanna